Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse review. This time I got two Batman from the latest wave. I have on the left the Red Platinum Cowardly Lot Batman, and on the right I have the Batman 1 million. I was able to get Batman Cowardly Lot from GameStop, and I was able to get Batman 1 million from a pre-order. This one cost $23, this one cost I think $27. Yeah, GameStop upcharges now. I'd show you the barcode for that one, but I just didn't want to take off the barcode. You know what? I'll take that off in the next section, but you get a good look at both of the figures in their box. It's pretty typical. Both of them say Batman on it, but this one just has 1 million. And they both have, their art card art on the back. Anyway, let's go ahead and open them up. Let's go ahead and take a look at those accessories. Starting off, they both get a figure stand, putting it in the pile. They both get a trading card, of course, that has their art on it. I think I prefer the Cowardly Lots art to 1 million's, but there's a good read-up on both of those. More on the Cowardly Lot, less on Batman 1 million, but into the binder those go. And accessories-wise, they both come with two additional accessories. Batman 1 million here comes with two different Batarang, well, two of the same Batarang, just they're two that I haven't seen before. At least, I'm pretty sure they haven't made this particular one before. And of course, he can hold it in his hand like a dat. Maybe you want to have it this way. I don't know. But that's all the accessories he gets. And then Cowardly Lot Batman gets some new alternate hands. He's got these kind of like X23 kind of slashy claws, and I'll go ahead and put those on. Kind of hard getting these hands off. I just realized that both of these figures have the same body mold. Interesting. But there you go. There he is with his claws. So accessories wise, pretty light. Not too fond on that, but I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Batman 1 million since I did pre-order him. And let me jack this up just a little bit. There we go. I really like how this one turned out. Batman 1 million's always been one of my favorite designs for Batman, even if I'm not familiar at all with the story of the character. He's from the 853rd century, which I think equates to about the year 1 million. Honestly, I don't know, but I like the shininess to that upper piece there and the cape. They did a good job on the shine. I wish that carried up to the head sculpt and the neck piece though. It kind of stands out. If I had a metallic Sharpie or a Gundam marker, I would definitely do that to this figure. I'm also not too fond of the head sculpt. They did make a new head sculpt, but when I look at this one, it's similar enough, sure, but this one just kind of has like a mean eyebrow to it, whereas I'll raise this up even further. This one I feel just doesn't really have that. Like, it looks fine, looks good. I got no problem with it. It's just kind of alright. But that's too much zoom out. That's better. I mean, if you saw in the zoom out, I still have a figure that I haven't reviewed from like last year. Yeah, like I'm that far behind. My particular copy of this Batman 1 million, I do have an issue with it, and that is this waist piece. It's kind of angled to the side a bit, and also you can see the legs sticking out. I did try to push the leg in and then push this down, but it doesn't want to give. It's like it wants to stay stuck permanently attached in that position. Moving the upper joint there does seem to loosen it a little bit, but the crotch piece on this one is very small, especially compared to the same body type over there. It's a very strange choice. Nothing new with the legs here. These are just, a darker blue. It's a nice shade of blue. It's not the same as the Nightfall Batman, but it might be the same as Speeding Bullets. That's probably where they took this head sculpt from, now that I'm thinking about it. Is this a Speeding Bullet head sculpt? It might be. It's definitely not the Fusion Superman Batman, which we'll take a look at. Both of these figures have issues with standing. I just kind of have to find the right pose for them. We'll take a look at articulation. Mainly just the head sculpt here. Doesn't look up, like, at all. Like, that's it. Looking down's perfectly fine. You can have him brooding. And then, let's see. That pivot's pretty good. No issues there. And then with these shoulder pads, they don't really get in the way. They flex enough, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. And of course you have the wired cloth good cape, but the shoulder pads do get in the way, but that's how much it splays out. I'll probably just keep mine, something like that. I'll figure out a better pose when I put this on the shelf. Yeah, decent figure. Nothing to write home about, really. But one I needed for my collection, I felt. Oh, and they still do have the same textured gloves. When, you know, the rest of the figure has, like, no texturing besides the belt. Cowardly Lot Batman. I really liked the look of this figure when I first saw it. I was disappointed that it was a red platinum, but I walked into GameStop and he was just sitting there, so I thought it would be a good idea to buy it. And, you know, even though I said before that I don't want to buy any more Batman figures that are just like Batman, just generic Batman, I made an exception for this one. So these both use the Hush body mold, and they have a new, or at least I think it's a new upper torso piece. It might be the old upper torso piece, but they just added a new neckline in. The neckline seems to be the exact same on both figures, but it might be slightly different. He's got more of a neck, whereas his is more pushed in. One thing I wasn't too big of a fan of is if you look at the wrist gauntlets here, they're painted up to the elbow and to the halfway point. But it is somewhat accurate to the source material. Those do go up above and into the middle of his elbow. So I can't really complain too much on that front. I like this Batman logo here. They did a good job painting it. It looks fine. Looks good for what it is. The belt here, I think the belt color and the torso, or rather spandex color, that's kind of what drew me towards this figure. It reminds me so much of what I think of when I think of Batman, besides like a classic Batman. Like when I think of a modern Batman, this is kind of what I had in mind. Maybe not the bat symbol itself, but still really like that. Let me go ahead and raise this up so we can take a look at that head sculpt. Zoom in there. Let's go up a little higher. There we go. He's got kind of a mean scowl about him, but I don't know. I really like the look of the ears on this one. How they, how nicely shaped the head sculpt is. I have no complaints here. The teeth gritted don't look bad like on other figures they've done with Batman gritting his teeth. He also has the same issue with standing up. It seems to be this knee over here, but yeah, good head sculpt, and I'll go ahead and show you the articulation. That looks good. Down's worse on this figure than that one, but up is exceptional compared to this figure back here at least. But like the look of that. Let me zoom here. Not much else to see on this particular guy. Let me. Obviously, the cape's not going to get in the way because it is wired. But what I do like is that it does go over the shoulders more than other capes on figures, so you can have a better Batman look, like he's in the rain, just pondering something, looking down. I don't know, but I like this wired cape compared to other ones that they've done on other Batman figures. Again, he's having issues standing. It's the stupid ankle knee. Let's see if I can position him properly. You know what? I'm grabbing that stand. He's gonna need it. He's not standing properly. Alright, that's good. He's standing a little off center, but that's alright. Alright, now it's time for the favorite part. At least for me, the size comparison time. So, let's start with 1 million Batman. He is leaning a bit forward, but he stands at... The cape gets in the way. I'm going to have to put it in front of him. He stands at almost 8 inches tall at the top of his ears, 7.5 at the top of his head. Cowardly Lot Batman is almost the same. He's just a touch shorter. At least I think he's shorter. On camera they look the same height, but in person he definitely looks taller. He is hunched over again, but yeah, that's that. Alright, what do I want to start with? Let's start with let's start with a villain. The only Scarecrow I own is the non-Infinite Frontier version. It's the one from the Jokerized Build-A-Figure wave. So I didn't bring him down. I also don't have Infinite Frontier Joker, so I can't show him off next to Cowardly Lot Batman. But I do have the Platinum Edition Two-Face here. I think these two look great together. I got no complaints. Batman's pretty tall compared to Two-Face, but oh well. And then the other villain, I just grabbed Azrael Batman here, Batman armor. I have the blue one, I've never unboxed it, nor do I have the desire to. But yeah, there's another Batman that has a covered mouth. But I like how all these figures look together. Let's get the two of them out of the way. And then let's go to, let's throw in Tim Drake Robin. He looks kind of small next to these two. I'll put him in the center, why not? Yeah, he looks kind of small next to Cowardly Lot Batman, but honestly, I think it works well. The colors bounce off of each other very nicely. Good contrast there. Even next to 1 million, I think he looks pretty good. Man, that Robin's testy now that I'm looking at it. Don't zoom in. But I also have Fusion Batman Superman here. These two definitely use a different head sculpt. The ears are very similar, but these ones are further back. This head sculpt is more, I wouldn't say squished, but flattened out, whereas this one, the nose and the jawline are more prominent. So those are definitely two different head sculpts. And then other Batman molds, we got here the Rebirth version. He looks tiny. He is tiny. That figure, I still like that body mold. It works better for 6-inch scale than it does, 7-inch scale. I might as well throw him in here so you can see 6-inch versus 7-inch. I think that works better though. And then we have Dick Grayson Batman here. Head swap wise, you can swap all three of their heads because of the new articulation. So if you are interested in head swaps with other black suited Batman figures that have, a separate head, you can do that. I'm not going to do that. I like my Batman figures the way they are. But let me get all of these guys out of the way. And let's go ahead and do our usual suspects. So, starting off with Atrocitus, of course. And the Go Label Arkham City version. I'll stick him here just so you can see a height difference between them. And I kind of want to put his head over there. I might do that off camera. Alright, let's reposition them. Alright, now he's having trouble standing up. We got the Jazzwares Spartan Yoroi from the Halo Spartan collection. We have our wrestlers up next. AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe. And the Mattel WWE Elite 100 John Cena. Moving into 6-inch scale, we have the G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. And I knew he would fall over, I just had a feeling. Let's fix them up real quick. This is a disaster. Come on, Batman, just stand up. I fixed one yep, there we go. There they go. Oh well, just, see, this is why I should cut my videos, but, I just don't do that. Alright, that's good enough for me. Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Black. I already showed him off. The Maximum Spider-Man Marvel Legends. Star Wars Black Series Retro Card Boba Fett. Sonic from Jack's Pacific? That sounds right. And we have a new size comparison now. I have a 4-inch scaled figure. I was unable to find the regular version, but I have Diamond Armor Steve from the Minecraft movie. The Jack Blackshin figure, as I like to call it. But, yeah. So there's some good size comparisons for you. Of the two figures, if you can find Cowardly Lot Batman, I'd recommend him out of the two. I just think that those claw accessories, as well as the interchangeability with that head sculpt, it's going to look great on other figures, and other heads are going to look great on that figure. I don't do head swaps on this channel, but if you guys are interested in that, just leave a comment. I might do a Reddit post, or an Imager post, I don't know. Batman 1 million, I love the suit. Execution-wise, I think it's mostly fine. I just wish the head and cow piece were metallic blue. It just looks kind of off with the cape and the shoulder pads being metallic blue, whereas the head and cowl are not. Also, I forgot to mention, but if you look at the belt buckle, or rather lack thereof, he doesn't have a belt buckle from most of the pictures I've seen online, and on this one he does. I don't know if that's a reuse piece or not, but really like how those figures look. I definitely recommend both. If you could only get one, Cowardly Lot, if you can find it in person. Batman 1 Million I expect to be on sale in a couple months. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below of these two figures, which is your favorite. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.